Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are now dealing Rupaka Thala basic korvais in level 4. Before I teach you or get into the class of few of the classic abhiprayams in Rupaka Thalam, in addition to whatever the korvais you have learned, it will be very useful when you accompany for concerts. There are quite a big number of varieties, small varieties of for 6 beats, but typically it will be very coming in very handy when you are accompanying songs. I will teach you few of those classic patterns, very simple patterns which you can adopt while playing in accompanying for songs. Before I get into the class, I will start with the Thirukkural. Unnamai vendum pulal piridu ஒன்றன் pun adu unarvar pirin. Let's look at the meaning of it. ஆராய்ந்து பார்த்தால் புலால் என்பது உயிரினங்களின் புண் என்பது நன்கு புலனாகும். இதை உணர்ந்து புலாலை உண்ணலாகாது. If you actually do a research and if you try to find out what is flesh actually killing animals, you are hurting it. It is a wound which you are trying to eat after killing it. And if you understand the value behind it and if you consciously think, you will avoid eating the flesh. That's what the ruler states here. With this good thought, I'll get into the class. We are in level 4 Rupaka Thalam, learning the basic korvais in Chatusra Jati Rupaka Thalam. So we have been dealing in 4 different sets. I've taught you different korvais, how to go about it and how to actually construct a korvai itself. I've given you an idea. I don't want you to now go and construct, but I've used my ideas and think over it, ponder over it and try to understand the beauty of it. And most importantly, you should know, just not arriving at 48 is the question. The question is how nicely you are arriving at it. It should have a good progression. It should be accepted and it should be pleasing to the ears, and that's why it's called music and maths. It cannot be pure math. Pure math will be a killer in music. So there are people who just play high quality complex mathematics, but it can be okay for a leg dem sort of a purpose, but not for the purpose of when you're accompanying music and when you're popularizing the music and you want to take it to the next level. When you're accompanying, the most primary aspect you should take care of is have the instrument right and have the left-right balance right. Your nam, dim, your resonance should be very high and it should be aligned. The shruti should be more aligned, to the tambura. That's important. And then you should embellish the song. You should know the art of how to embellish it. It's just not playing the sarvalagu patterns. It's intertwining the mood of the song and the complexity of the phrases, how they are singing. You have to understand that as well. It's a great art by itself. We will deal with it later when we move into the advanced topics. Today I'm going to teach you a few of the classic things in Rupaka Thalam which can be a more popular thirmanams, which you can use it even for any thala. For example, when you are playing for Rupaka Thala, din din ta ta tam, din din ta ta tam, din din ta ta tam. This is a simple phrase to end it. Din din is 1 and 2. Din is a single phrase, single syllable. Din din din, and the second din is a paused. It's an elongated din. Din din ta ta. First tha is short, the second tha is a little longer. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So 3 3, thong again is 3. So when you look at this phrase construct, din din ta tha, 1 2 1 2, thong again din din ta tha, 1 2 1 2. Another gap, thong, din din, ta ta. So 1 2 1 2. So it's the totally 1 2 1 2 1. When you take as a pack of 2, it is 6 syllables. So in between there are 6 syllables, and towards the end there are 6 syllables. So totally 18. And when you want to make it 24, so you have to give 3 gaps. So which is again another 6. So adding up to 24 syllables. So when in Rupaka Thalam, a simple Tirmanam if you want to play, din din ta ta thong, din din ta ta thong, din din ta ta thong. Now din din ta ta, slightly I want to make it play differently. Thongkata taka thongkata taka thong, thongkata taka thongkata taka thong, thongkata taka thongkata taka thong. Instead of din din ta ta, I am expressing it as a part of a phrase itself. Thom kita taka, 3. Thom kita taka, again 3. So 3 3 3 3 3 3 pads of phrases in between 3 korvais. Thom kita taka thom kita taka thong, thom kita taka thom kita taka thong, thom kita taka thom kita taka thong. Another variety. Thom kita taka thari kita taka thong, thom kita taka thari kita taka thong, thom kita taka thari kita taka thong. Thom kita taka thari kita taka thong, thom kita taka thari kita taka thong, thom kita taka thari kita taka thong. Tarikata taka tarikata taka thong, tarikata taka tarikata taka thong, tarikata taka tarikata taka thong. Tarikata taka tarikata taka thong, tarikata taka tarikata taka thong, tarikata taka tarikata taka thong. Another variety. So 4 varieties, you know, you can pad, you can play as Tirmanam. That is one variety. Towards the end, you can also use the earlier pattern to give a variety to it. These are all the varieties. Now you played 1 2 pattern, you played 3 pattern. Now we can also play thongkita taka tarikita taka is a 6 complete 6 phrase. Thongkita taka tarikita taka thong. Now, you want to make it continuous, completely continuous. You want to give a reverberation. If a song is of a very high tempo, like Kadana Kudugalam, Raghuvamsa Sudha, or Neravati Sukata, or Telisi Rama, when you are playing all these sort of fast-paced songs, I'm just giving a few examples. It might, for some, it might be on top of their mind, but I just want to table these facts. When you are accompanying fast-paced songs, you can use a continuous phrase also. So this is a 6 construct, complete phrase, 6 6 6 equal phrase placement. Instead of thong, you are replacing with thom kidataka, which is also, instead of a korvai, you are playing a complete phrase to give a different reverberant feeling. That is another variety. Now let's take few more examples. Now let's, from 6, if you want to move to a 12 beat, from 6 you want to make a Tirmanam. For a 12 beat, how to arrive at, I want to teach maths and music together. Takadin, takadina, takadana, takadina, takadina, takadana. I want to take the takadina in 3 different speeds. One first speed, second speed, and third speed. Takadina, takadina, takadana, which is 3.5 beats. There are 7 takadinas in it. Actually, you are playing the takadina in highest form, and takadina in the next speed, second column, and then the third speed, takadina. Takadina, takadina, takadina. So you are playing, it's a very, very tricky and very, you should be good in your thalam. So takadina, takadina, takadina is 3.5 beats. I want to make a 12 beat cycle. So 3 sets of 3.5 beats. Now I'm just now going to construct and tell you how these 12 beats are arrived at. 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. Now you place all these 3 together. What is the total? 3.5 into 3 is 3 into 3 is 9. 1.5 into 3 is 1.5. 10.5 beats. Now what is the balance? Out of 12, 10.5 beats is filled with these three different phrases. You're left with 1.5 beats. So 1.5 is nothing but thong, thong. That is six syllable is 1.5 beats. You have to give thong, thong, pad in between that. Now how it's arrived at, let's look at it. Takadinna, takadinna, takadana thong, takadinna, takadinna, takadana thong, takadinna, takadinna, takadana thong. So now we've constructed it and tried to express it, and it perfectly fits because it's mathematically proved right. So how you have arrived at 12 beats is 3.5 beats phrase you have formed. You are going to play 3 different sets, added up it's 10.5 beats, and to arrive at the 12 beats you give 3 korvais and 3 korvais to 1.5 beats to make the 12 beat cycle perfect. Now to embellish this, you can either tell the same phrase again, or you can tell the reverse in the reverse way towards the end. Takadinna, takadinna, takadana thong, takadinna, takadinna, takadana thong, takadana, takadinna, takadinna thong. It gives a very, very matured way of handling these things. Again, you can play the first one in the reverse order, first 2 times in the reverse order, and then play the last time in the reverse of what you have played in the first 2 as first 2 phrases. Takadinna, takadinna, thong, takadinna, takadinna, thong, takadinna, takadinna, takadana thong. This is the right way of playing in the reverse way. You got the point? So these all is mental exercise. Same thing, you're telling it in a little complex way. Trying to do in the forward, takadinna, takadinna, takadana, takadana, takadinna, takadinna. So from third speed to first speed, or first speed to third speed, you should have the adeptness to tell, express and play. That's the beauty of it. Now, another pattern. Let's think about for a 9 beats. 9 beats also is 9 is divisible by 3. If you want to play a Tirmanam for a 9 beat, how do we do? Let's take a 2 beat. I will give you examples and you need to work on it because this is more like advanced level. I'm going to only teaching you the techniques. So, I am fixing a phrase. This is a 2 beat phrase. 2 beats, 2 beats, 2 beats, 6 beats you have. For if you want to play for a 9, what is it that you have to do? 3 is remaining. 9 minus 6 is 3. So 1.5 is the korvai. 1.5 is thong kita taka. The base of it is thong thong. The base of it is takita. Takita is 2 plus 2 plus 2. Takita. Taha kihi taha. That is 6. So embed a 6 in between. Then you get, for the 9 beat, you can play Tirmanam. Instead of takita, you want to play thong thong. That is your creativity. Another variety. This is another variety. Okay, these are all the different equipments which you can use as tools when you are accompanying songs to use any one of these phrases befittingly. We will deal with another one for a 12 beat. For this 3.5 construct, I will tell you the Tirmanam and then I'll explain you how I've embellished it from 3.5 beats. 3.5 is a midpoint. This is the construct. If you look at it, the first is 2.5 beats. The next construct what I have used is 3.5 beats. Which is, you can check whenever there are three, when I say 3.5 beats, you have to experiment and put it and prove that what I say is right. Don't accept me. I am just demonstrating to you whatever is 3.5 is 3.5. Whatever is 2.5 is 2.5. I prove you, and that's how you should also try. That's the reason why I'm explaining you this. So the first one is is Ganda chopper. Tat is Misra chopper. Then Taddi is Sangirna chopper, which will come later. Taddi the Sangirna chopper thala is construct is like this. Takita taka dimmi taka takita taka dimmi taka. So takita is 1.5. Taka dhimi taka is 3 beats. 3 plus 1.5 is 4.5 beats. So if I am explaining you, 2.5 beats. Tat 3.5 beats. Tat dhi is 4.5 beats. Why? What is the beauty of the structure? First time when we played takadinna, takadana is 3.5 beats. We repeated the 3.5 again and again and again. Here, what we are trying to do, 3.5 is the midpoint. I reduce 2.5, I play 2.5, and then I play 3.5, I increase by 1, 4.5. Still the mathematics is the same. So 2.5, 3.5 plus 4.5 is the same 10.5 beats, and then you can put the korvai thang in between, and then you can play this embellished phrase. Takadinna, takadinna, takadadong, takadinna, takadinna, takadadong, takadinna, takadinna, tong. It's exactly same, but it's embellished in a different way. 2.5 beats, 3.5 beats, 4.5 beats, sandwiched with three korvais in between. It's exactly the same, but it gives a completely different, reverberant tirmanam. So these are the various constructs. So these are the different tirmanams what all we saw. So for the 6 I taught you so many varieties. For the 9 I told you how to construct. For the 12 I gave the perspective of equal phrase distribution in korvai. Then the increased phrase distribution in korvai. Then these are all the various ideas of the tirmanam what you can use in Rupaka Thala, which can come in very handy. It's not necessarily in Rupaka Thala. It can be used, these ideas can be used across thalas, across anything, because the mathematics is right. I'll teach you one more small korvai and I'll conclude this class. It's like a very short korvai, but suddenly it gets beautifully coming. Taddi takita dom. Taddi is 4. Taddi takita dom. Takita dom is 3, dom is 2. Taddi takita dom. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Tid takita dom. 2 plus 5 is 7. Takita dom. So it's 5. So 9, 5, 9, 7 and 5. The progression reduces, which is adding up to 21. And then 3 5s are 15, which is 21 plus 15 is 36. 36 is divisible by 4, which is perfectly 6 beats. 9 beats. Sorry, it's 9 beats. 36 divided by 4 is 9. 9 beats, which is a multiple of 3. So you can play in for Ganda Chati Tirupati Thala, or you can play in Rupaka Thala. Correct? Now, what can we do for the same thing? Taddi takitadom. Now we will try to construct the same korvai in another 2-3 varieties, and I'll conclude this class. Taddi takitadong, tik takitadong, takitadong, taddi ketatadong, taddi ketatadong, taddi ketatadong, Taddi takita dongu. So which is 10. Dit takita dongu. 8. Takita dongu. 6. 10 plus 8 plus 6. So midpoint is 8, which is 24. Exactly 6 beats. Then tadi kita tantang, tadi kita tantang, tadi kita tantang. It's again 6 beats. Perfectly coming. So you can use this as also. The next one, tadit takita taga, tit takita taga, takita taga, tadi kita tanta, kita tadi kita tanta. So once when you get this 3 plus 7 is, get that idea, you can repeat my other idea. Dit takita taga, tit takita taga, takita taga, tadikita tantaka, tadikita tantaka, tadikita tanta. So because midpoint is 7, you can play a 5-7-9 combination. You can play a 9-7-5 combination. So these are all the possibilities for you to embellish this korvai. So I'll tell you the 3 different varieties. Tadit takita dom, dit takita dom, takita dom, tadikita tantadikita tantadikita tantadit takita dong, dit takita dom, takita dong, tadikita tantang, tadikita tantang, tadikita tantadit takita taga, dit takita taga, takita taga, tadikita tantadikita tantadikita tantadit takita taga, dit takita taga, takita taga, tadikita tantaka, tadikita tantaka, tadikita tantadit takita taga, dit takita taga, takita taga, takatik tadikita tantaka, tadikita tantadikita tanta. So many varieties. Let me end this class with a Thirukkural. Seirin தலைப்பிரிந்த காட்சியார் உன்னார் உயிரின் தலைப்பிரிந்த ஊன் குற்றத்திலிருந்து நீங்கிய அறிவுடையோர். A person who is faultless or who has been allegated with fault, and then proved that he is innocent, உயிர் வழிவந்த உடலை ஒருபோதும் உண்ணமாட்டார்கள். A body which has come after it has left it the life, they will never eat it. And that's what Thirulur strongly comes out with against people eating flesh. So with this good thought, I'm signing off today's class. I'll see you in the next class and conclude Rupaka Thalam with different varieties of Mora and Korvai, what I taught in level 2. In addition to that, I'll teach you a few more into your kitty so that you can use it as appropriate as you progress. I'm signing off today. I'll see you in the next class to conclude Rupaka Thala with 2 more varieties of Mora Korvai in addition to what you learned in level 2. And I'll see you in the next class. Cheers. Episode 5, Rupaka Thala Abhiprayams, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 24 aksharas, few varieties. The first variety, Din Din Tata Thang, Din Din Tata Thang, Din Din Tata Thang. The next variety, Tam Kitataka Tarikataka Thang, Tam Kitataka Tarikataka Thang, Tam Kitataka Tarikataka Ta. The third variety, Tarikataka Tarikataka Thang, Tarikataka Tarikataka Thang, Tarikataka Tarikataka Ta. Episode 5, Rupaka Thala Abhiprayams, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 36 aksharas. Tardana Katataka Tarikataka Takita, Tardana Katataka Tarikataka Takita, Tardana Katataka Tarikataka Ta. Episode 5, Rupaka Thala Abhiprayams, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 48 aksharas. Takadinna, Takadinna, Takadanatong, Takadinna, Takadinna, Takadanatong, Takadinna, Takadinna, Takadanatong. This Abhiprayam is unique because it has Trikalam, Takadina in first speed, Takadina second speed, Takadana in third speed. Episode 5, Rupaka Thalam Abhiprayams, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 48 aksharas, another variety.
தருதன கிட்ட தக தக தரி கிட்ட தக தக தன தாங் தத் தருதன கிட்ட தக தக தரி கிட்ட தக தக தன தக தன தாங் தத் தி தருதன கிட்ட தக தக தரி கிட்ட தக தக தன தாங்